taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's ball. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Moore to the air. Oh, they're after him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Fires to the wideout. Underneath, find a hole in the defense. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Ducks are on the move. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Casper. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Moore will throw. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. to pass. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'll try it again after the incomplete pass on 3rd and goal from the 3. Powers forward. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon.
No bones about it on that 3rd down and goal. You knew exactly what they're doing. We're not kicking field goals. We're here for touchdowns. And it is a physical run. He lowers his shoulder right between the tackles. Gonna get in the end zone. Way to start this football game for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Here we go, here we go. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. To the air, it's Madsen. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They'll run it from the gun. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Quarterback may change this route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Pulls and fires complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Moore to the air. Makes the grab. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. From the gun, give on the inside. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today is about as big as it gets.
Here's the handoff. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Buys a little extra time. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got it. First down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Pushes for the goal line. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touchdown. I'm going for it.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, USC.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Trojans. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Moore will throw. The short hands, it's ball. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. This is a designed run. Got enough for the first. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
The Ducks are on the move. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
It's now second and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
It's now third.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Moore to the air. Looking to get it in. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. From the gun. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
USC 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Makes the catch. It's Hendricks. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Moore will throw. Quarterback extends the play. Complete to the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
On the run, still looking. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wideout. To to the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Quarterback keeps it. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 10 over New Mexico State. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the quick grab. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Finds space on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Here comes the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
That's caught. It's Cole. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Trojans. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. The give to the tailback. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. Moore to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes the grab on the big throw. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space. It's ball. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Ducks trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Using his feet. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. What will the offense dial up on third and goal? Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The pressure ramps up on third and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown USC. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Moore to the air. Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big square past the marker. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man. Got room at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's low. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Back to pass on second down. Using his feet to buy time. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Motion from the back. Moore will throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride. And a sack all the way back up at 5.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel.
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
With the catch, it's Jordan. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
At the 49. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Dumps it to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Blasted as he lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Well, that is a Herculean effort. He caught the ball in the middle of the field and somehow was able to use his speed and his vision and awareness and still get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Finds his man. It's Jordan.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Jordan.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Unloads it left. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, and you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice...
There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. A designed run for the quarterback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.